How do you interpret what Kohberger is doing right now? The complaining. He's constantly in the news. All right, this isn't made up. Do you think, is this typical for someone that's now facing the reality of solitary confinement 23 hours a day? Or do you think this is strategic on his part and he's trying to get out of there, trying to get to another prison? Interested in what you think about what he's complaining about.
Well, I actually worry about the people who don't complain. Solitary confinement is torture. It is so stark and causes such severe mental damage that anybody in their right mind would complain. The problem is that it makes people not in the right mind. It causes mental illness. It exacerbates ongoing mental illness. It also causes a great number of symptoms, which make it hard for people to think straight. So someone who complains is actually showing signs of mental health in that context. We need to remember that he is an extraordinary, he's guilty of an extraordinary crime, and therefore he's seen as a heinous villain. But solitary confinement is something that's used for over 140,000 people in the United States, not counting ICE detention. And ICE detention does a lot of solitary confinement. So it's not the case that only what's called, quote, worst of the worst, unquote, is in solitary confinement. Actually, most prisoners spend significant time in solitary confinement. It causes massive damage. And he's only the tip of the iceberg. That is, he's there and there's not a lot of public sympathy for him. Still, solitary confinement is very damaging, and we need to be worried about that.
Well, I think the argument has to be, though, that the prison's saying we're doing it for his safety, because I think if he's in the general population of the prison, my opinion is he's going to be killed. I think that someone is just planning it. We saw it happen with Jeffrey Dahmer. I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I remember that case completely. There's probably planning going on. They're already shouting through the vents that they're going to go kill him. So don't you see that as the argument that they're doing it for his safety, not to be killed in prison?
Well, it's sort of a risk-benefit analysis. That is, there is a risk of great psychiatric damage and physical damage and brain changes in solitary confinement. And then on the benefit side, it's possible that there's a security benefit. But the way I look at that, first of all, he's really exceptional. He's way outside the usual prisoner biography. He needs special services that, instead of isolating him, he needs to be separated from people who he's in danger from. And that separation requires some creativity on the part of correctional authorities. He needs to get daily exercise. He needs to have social engagement, but he needs to be protected from others, and others need to be protected from him. And that can be done without solitary confinement.